Hi there and welcome to Dinos Vault once again, and surprise surprise, today I'm checking out the new Yamaha R15S. And if ever there was a company that heeds to customer requests almost instantaneously, it has to be Yamaha here in India at least. I mean, just look at the way they've catered to our needs. If you can recall, the first request from the customers was that we needed a fatter rear tire for the R15, and they gave us just that and a lot more improvements with the version 2.0. Then we had FZ owners craving for better fuel efficiency, and lo and behold, we now have the FZ version 2.0 series that offers 14% better fuel economy without having to compromise on performance thanks to their blue core technology. And recently, after the Saluto was launched, people started hoping that Yamaha would offer an optional front disc brake, and that too was implemented almost immediately just a few weeks back. And this shows that the manufacturer is keen on selling what the customer wants to buy rather than just selling what they want to sell. Now, coming to the bike in focus, the version 2.0 came across as a thoroughbred track machine wherein its design was inspired by their flagship R1 and R6 to a great extent, and as a result the pillion seat was a mere formality and never really a practically usable one. Ever since the launch of the R15 version 2.0, we all know that it has been indeed a worthy successor to what the version 1 had achieved. But here in India, not all can afford 2 or 3 bikes per home. Some of us can only afford one, and with that one bike we look for superb build quality, bulletproof reliability, great practicality, superb performance, and decent fuel economy. Now, if ever there was a bike that offered all of the aforementioned without any fuss at all, it has to be the R15S. With the new R15S, Yamaha yet again have heeded to customer requests and have given us almost a perfect bike that is really hard to resist. Now let's dive straight into the review, and we'll start out by pointing out the differences between the version 2.0 and this model. The first thing that is visually apparent though is the tail section. Gone is the aggressive and lifted up tail section. We now get the same regulation version 1 rear section with a unibody seat layout and sleeker rear panels and an LED tail lamp setup. Dimensions wise, the length is up by 90 millimeters. The width and the height remain the same. Seat height too remains the same at 800 millimeters. Surprisingly, the wheelbase is also the same at 1345 millimeters. The ground clearance too remains the same at 160 millimeters, and the R15S is lighter by 2 kgs, which gives it a weight advantage, and I could easily feel that while riding this bike. Both get fuel injection and a 6-speed gearbox. Fuel tank capacity is same for both at 12 liters. We get the same 130 section rear tire from the version 2.0, and we also get the same steeply angled exhaust with a carbon fiber kind of finishing on top of that. Now, design wise, this design has already been a super successful one in the past, and they've made it even better now by offering the good bits of the version 2.0 like the new exhaust and wider tires. The new paint schemes and body decals too look very inviting, and I personally like the spark green color. Talking about the engine specs, we get a liquid cooled 4-stroke 149cc engine that puts out a maximum power of 16.6 PS at 8,500 rpm and 14.6 newton meters of torque at 7,500 rpm, and it does come with fuel injection. And please note that power figures and torque wise, you get 0.4 PS and 0.4 newton meters lesser power and torque than that of the version 2.0, going by the spec sheet figures. And also per the spec sheet, version 2 gets a 149.28 cc engine, whereas this one gets a 149cc engine. And another thing that I noted on the spec sheet is that the version 2 spec sheet mentions it gets a 4-valve engine, whereas there's nothing mentioned about the 4 valves or 2 valves on the R15S spec sheet, so that remains a question. Anyhow, tech specs aside, let's talk about my test ride experience. The R15S feels pretty nimble off the mark. The clutch is nice and light. The throttle response too is very good. The gearbox offers precise gear shifts. We do get low slung clip-on handlebars to give you that super sport seating posture. We have the perfectly rear set foot pegs which help you maintain that posture. We need to lean forward to make ourselves comfortable, and I could easily imagine myself carving through corners effortlessly with this brilliant chassis. The sweet and punchy mid-range is the same, and it even felt slightly more responsive this time around. and the engine is very refined as it's expected from a Yamaha, and there were absolutely no vibrations that I could feel, at least at decent cruising speeds. And this can be attributed to the liquid cooling system it has on board, which offers stable performance, reduced vibrations, and high quality and smoother ride. And apart from that, you also get the aluminum long rear arm that is cast in one piece by the gravity casting technique to offer superb stability. And braking power is decent enough. We get a 267 mm disc up front and a 220 mm disc at the rear. We don't get ABS, but the brakes offer good feedback. Talking about the suspension setup, we get telescopic front forks, and we get a link type monocross suspension that delivers a comfortable ride and a cushioning performance, and is less prone to bottoming out easily. Now you also get a 130 section radial rear tire, which offers better road grip and reduces rolling resistance, which further contributes in better fuel economy. Now there is no official mileage claim. This bike is not about offering great mileage either. It's all about having great fun on the run, and especially on track day events. And now it is even better because it comes with a more practically usable pillion seat. You can expect up to 40 kmpl as long as you follow some basic tips. So please check the knowledge base section found on the homepage menu of my website for tips on extracting best mileage from your vehicle. Price ex-showroom Hyderabad is 1,16,781 rupees. So that's pretty much it. I just hope you found this video useful. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.